Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm Carlton with Put My Pork Barbecue, and today I'm going to be doing a turkey on the Bradley electric smoker. Now, I'm going to be doing some things. We're getting up close to Thanksgiving. I know it's not even Halloween yet, but Thanksgiving's coming up, and I want to do a series of dishes and side dishes for Thanksgiving, because we normally have turkey for Thanksgiving, and then we'll do something different for our Christmas dinner, and I'll have something for that too. But today I'm going to show you how I do my turkeys. I got a 14.5 pound turkey here that we're going to be doing on the Bradley smoker. So let's get to it. So what I have here, I have a 14.5 pound turkey, and we took everything from out inside of it and we dried it off real good, and I mixed up 3 tablespoons of salt and 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and I'm gonna dry brine this for at least 12 hours in the refrigerator. So you want to use baking powder, don't use baking soda. Baking powder will help the skin crisp up while it's in the smoker. And we're going to be smoking this somewhere between 250 and 275 on our Bradley smoker. So let me get my gloves on here, and we're going to get this bird going. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over in the pan here, and I'm going to sprinkle this on. Like I say, this is just 3 tablespoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and I'm just going to dry brine this in the refrigerator for, you can do it up to 24 hours. I'm going to let this one go probably about 12, and then we'll get it on the Bradley tomorrow. And you just want to coat it really good with your salt baking soda mixture. Get all up in the wings there and all that. Okay. All right, now let me get the other side. There's still some moisture coming out of this turkey. And we're gonna go ahead and turn this on over. And we're gonna get this side real good. And this is really gonna soak the moisture out of that skin. And that baking soda is gonna work wonders. It's gonna have nice crispy skin on it, even though we're going low and slow. Okay, I've got it covered real good. Now I'm gonna get this in the refrigerator, and it's gonna sit in there for at least 12 hours. Like I say, you can brine it for up to 24, that's fine, but I'm gonna run this in about 12 hours. You need to do it at least 12 hours. So I'll see you in the morning. We're gonna get this thing on the Bradley in the morning. Okay, our turkey's brined overnight. It's been brining about 13 hours now, or dry brined, and we pulled it out. I'm fixing to mix up an injection for this. It's a simple injection, but it's going to go really good with this seasoning and stuff that I'm going to put on this turkey. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take 12 ounces of beer. Use any type of beer you like. I use Corona. So we're going to pour that in here. Almost want to drink that Corona. Now we're going to take 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce, however you want to pronounce it. Okay. Well, I'm making a good mess here. But I'll clean up just a minute. I'm going to take 2 tablespoons of honey. And I just use whatever local honey that I can get. We put it in these bottles. All right. Let's put that right there for right now. We're going to put 4 or 5 drops of Tabasco. Now, about a teaspoon of salt in this, about between a half and a teaspoon, because we've already got plenty of salt on it because of the rub. And you can see that salt in that beer is really causing a reaction, and that'll take some of the bitterness out of that. It's going to be a really good injection for this turkey. because we've got some rub that we're putting on it. It's from Uncle Steve's Shakes. It's this original, and this is going to pair really good with that. Just going to start right here. I'm just going to go up in here. Where you can see that breast start really bulging whenever we inject it. Well, you can see that breast plumping up as I'm injecting it. This is working its way through all the meat. Oop, that was not good. I think we've got enough injection in it. Now, I'm going to take a paper towel and dry that off, and we're going to get started on the rub. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little bit of olive oil on it so that my rub will stick. And it's not going to take much, maybe a tablespoon for the whole bird. I'm just going to rub it down really good on the back side here. All right, now we're going to take some of the Uncle Steve's Shake Original. It's really good stuff. You ought to try it. It's great on turkey, chicken, any of that. Just going to put it on here really good. Put a nice coat on it. You don't have to go crazy with it. Turn this booger over. Now we're going to take just a little bit of olive oil. That's all we need. We're just going to coat all this really good. All up in the wings. Just so our rub will stick really well. Now we're going to apply a nice coat of Uncle Steve's Shake. Make sure we get the underside of the wings. Next thing we're going to do, let's get a little bit down inside here. Never hurts to get a little bit inside there. A little seasoning from the inside. All right. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to cut up some onions and apples, and I'm going to stuff the cavity with onions and apples. I'll get started on that. Okay. I've got the onions. I've got a white onion and a purple onion. I've got it all. I quartered up. I got 2 onions, 2 apples, and I'm just going to stuff the cavity full as much as I can get in there. And this would just help with the make everything cook even. And so we're just going to put all this stuff in there, and we're going to. Now then, we got that. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take and we're going to tie these legs together with some baker's twine. Okay. Just cut me a length of baker's twine here. And what I want to do, I'm just going to tie it right around one leg here, just in a knot. Now we're going to pull it up, and we're just going to wrap around, pulling these together. Now then, this little end we got left over right here, we're going to tie them off. And what that's going to do, that's going to help it keep everything inside it. All of our, the apples and onions that we put inside there. Some people add, you can add whatever you want in here. Some people add lemons and some type of citrus fruit. Some people put celery. I like it with just onions and apples. Okay. Let me grab a rack, and I'm gonna, as soon as Bradley gets up to temp, we're gonna be smoking them with oak wood today. We're just gonna smoke it with oak biscuits. And let me get the rack out. As soon as it gets up to temp, we'll get it on the smoker. Okay, our smoker's up to temp. We're gonna go get this turkey on. Okay, our turkey is done. I had my doubts about it because I put it on about 2 hours ago. It started snowing, and we probably got 6 inches of snow on the ground right now. So, but it did get done, and the Bradley smoker, that heating element upgrade was wonderful. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cover this with aluminum foil, and it's gonna just loosely, and it's gonna sit for about, I'm gonna let it sit for about 20 minutes. I've got it covered loosely with aluminum foil. We're gonna let it sit about 20 minutes, and we'll be ready to slice this thing. I'll be right back. Okay, our turkey's rested about 20 minutes, and before we slice this up, let's kind of go over what we did. This was real easy to do. We used some Uncle Steve's original shake on it. We injected it with a really easy injection, and we dry brined it with salt, 3 tablespoons of salt, and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And we dry brined it for 24 hours. That's all we did. And then we smoked it with oak pucks till we reached an internal temperature of 165 in the thigh and the breast. So let's cut some off. Just slice off a couple of pieces here. Man, you can see the juice in this. Boy, it's got an amazing flavor. That beer and Worcestershire sauce and the injection worked out perfect. It's nice and moist. It's not all dried out like you would normally see it. Well, I hope this helped you on your Thanksgiving dinner. And as always, I want to thank all my subscribers that come and watch my videos every week. And I want to send a special thanks out to all the men and women in the military that are serving around the world. And I want to send a thanks out to all the men and women in serving in a law enforcement capacity. And thank you very much. And the recipe for this will be down in the description. So if you haven't subscribed and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it. Share this with your friends. Thanksgiving's coming up. So thank you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.